Don't mind me, I'm just making sure the mic is working still after I've been gone for a while, and cleaning up my desk space. Just give me 1 second, guys. I will be back to the usual setup here. I got so many colored pencils out. I've been designing a new mascot for Wolf and I's company, our business. But that is not what I'm going to be doing on tonight's show. Tonight's show, I am redrawing some old emotes that I had when I was on Twitch. Welcome in, Spank. Congrats on being the first. I'll start shortly. I gotta put away all of my colored pencils and markers. It's chaos right now. We got back from the convention and my brain went into full, we need to do more of these. So okay. I think I have enough room now. Let's see. Oh my goodness. You know, at some point I need to get like maybe another desk or a shelving unit or something. Where's Wolf's Trump pulling out of NATO? Oh my goodness. I'm sure when he's feeling better, he'll get back to covering more of that stuff. There was a lot of news that came out when we were gone. It was jaw-dropping. I am astounded at how much money we were wasting. My goodness. Okay. I think I'm good to go now. Get rid of all of my Heath candy bar wrappers. Alrighty. Welcome back, everybody, to Lil Euphie's Creative Corner. My name is Lil Euphie, and this is my creative corner of the internet. Welcome back, everybody. It's good to be back. It's been a while, so like 2 weeks or so. But yes, Wolf and I traveled across the country. We worked an anime convention for the weekend, built it up, tore it down, and then drove back across the country, and now we're back. So we've been back for like 2 or 3 days now, and just kind of like unpacking everything physically and mentally. So yeah, but today, as you can see on my screen here, I have an old emote from my Twitch days, the W that I was actually not allowed to have because it's a letter, and I guess you could spell, you know, naughty words with, you know, single letter emotes, but I enjoy using this one in my Discord and in other people's Discords. So as you can see, it's kind of blurry. And so I'm going to be redrawing this because I think it's about damn time. So like I did with the love one here, the vibe one. Let's see, Lurk is also in here. All of these ones have been redone except for the W. And I had like a wow, like the Poggers one. So yeah, so the Lurk one, it used to actually look like that. You see how it's just, the colors are a little, they're not as saturated as I want them. So I went and I redid that one. This was like like a year or two ago that I redid these ones. So I'm catching back up to my my redraws here. So, and the vibe one, the old vibe one looks like that. So just making them a little more saturated, colors a little more, you know, pigmented. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing today. Welcome in, Jonathan Miller. Good to see you again. So I hope that you guys will enjoy tonight's show. And yeah, let's see what we can make out of it. So to give you guys a little sneak peek at, because again I said I was designing a new mascot for Wolf and I's company. It's there's a little bit of a thing going on here. I do some thumbnails, try to find a silhouette that I like. So yeah, and then I started digitizing all of these and more in a different canvas that I won't show you guys yet. But eventually when she's when her design's, you know, good and solid and, you know, locked in, I'll show you guys her design. So put that down. Okay, I have even more room now. Like, we came back from the anime convention in Alabama, and I worked the Artist Alley this time around. And with that, I had no idea that it came with, like, after the convention, all of the artists and the vendors, if they have extra stuff that they can't bring back with them. I had no idea that the Artist Alley staff gets, like, the first pick at, you know, a bunch of their, you know, overstock of stuff. So what I mean by this is that, like, when we came back, I had a whole bunch of you know, things that I had purchased, like this cute little boba tea candle that smells like taro, and I was just like, this is so adorable. I love this. And they sold out of them. I was like, it's mine. So it was a little bit of a cluttering that happened. I had to organize some things. And why I didn't come back on Friday, I'm unpacking all of this stuff. So the freebies that I got from working Artist Alley this time, if I can reach, I have an Ita bag. It's old. I need a new one eventually. But I got a whole bunch of Miku charms, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is lovely. So I've got a bunch of Hatsune Miku acrylic charms on my old Ita bag, and I took all of the pins off of it. Oh, I should show you guys my pins. I didn't get these pins at the convention. I just had these. But I have a pin board for these now. So give me one sec. I will eventually get to my emotes, but I'm kind of like I'm sharing with you guys all of my crazy little niche things. So give me one sec. I'm going to show you guys my pin board. Okay. I love this thing. So eventually I will find more. And I found these on Etsy. So eventually I will find more of these on Etsy. And I just think that this is the most hilarious thing to put on what is supposed to be, like, you know, an anime pin board. But instead here I have it says anime, and the anime is Alex Jones wearing a tinfoil hat. There's a pin up here that says, "We don't want no great reset." The red pill is there's a one that says, "Be the cryptid you want to see in the world," and then it says "90s kid" with the Twin Towers. I love Etsy. Etsy just has the greatest niche things I could possibly find on there, and to combine them with the anime community and anime cons, to combine that with Vocaloids, it calls to me. My soul calls to it, and it's we meet in the middle, and my heart is just overjoyed. So welcome back, Done and Dumb. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that I'm one of your favorite artists. Yes, we are almost at 600. I am like over the moon for this, and I saw like people were subscribing to the channel while I was gone. I was all like, oh, that's cool, and people are like watching my old content. So now I have new content. So and when I get to 600, I do another illustration where I ask you guys for recommendations on what I should draw into the scene, the landscape with my pink purple haired character here with Vivi on, like I did for 400, and I don't know if I did one for 200, but I should have. So, but that's my little milestone illustration thing coming up here soon in like 8 subscribers. That's crazy. Okay, give me 1 second to put my pinboard away back on the wall, and then I'll get to these emotes with my crazy hair. Okay. Let's get to doing some artwork. I'm gonna pull my mic a little closer to me because I feel like it's far away. I think I did this for the rock paintings. I painted some rocks. I'm gonna move this downwards a little bit. Stay. Stay, please. Alrighty. I gotta get back into the mojo. The Mojo Jojo. I was reminded of his backstory, Mojo Jojo's, that he created his own worst enemies by being a little rambunctious monkey and creating the Powerpuff Girls. I was like, that's true. That's right. That did happen. Welcome back, Risk. Good to see ya. These shouldn't take too long because, oh my gosh, if I can get the glove on correctly. But they shouldn't take too long because, like, with this one, the blueprints are already there. I just need to make them brighter, crisper. Okay. Make sure that my soundtrack's not gonna go into songs that I have not checked to make sure. Alright, if you guys have a creative project that you'd like to work on alongside me, feel free to pull it out. I'm going to start working on my own here. If the atmosphere is, relaxing, creative, you just like to veg out and watch and be hypnotized by it. I know my best friend does, so but more power to you. So I'm going to be here for like three or so hours, so. The couch, he is taking a shower right now, and then he's gonna hop back in bed with a heating blanket on because he's still a little under the weather, and his body's freezing. So before the show started, I was in the bedroom like making the bed because it's all crazy if I don't make it. I need to add this to its own thing there. Oh, that one's already got a folder. I have to familiarize myself with where I left off on this like a year or so ago, something like that. But yeah, so I already have the heating blanket like on. So by the time that he's getting out of the shower right now. By the time he gets in bed, it'll already be nice and warmed up for him. turn the paper color on. It does, and it's, I guess a lot of people at the convention that we were at got the flu as well, or, you know, cold, or, you know, just some sort of, you know, sickness. But yeah, even I got it a little bit, but I get over things a little quicker, so. Oh yeah, he's got that by his bedside, and water, cough drops, the spray, the little chloroseptic spray. I've been making sure I follow him around with the cough drops. I'm like, you need to take your spray. Okay, I'm gonna start the line work of this. Let me refamiliarize myself with the format. There is a bit of a format to this. So, dense, I think it's the dense watercolor I was using. $75? No, it wasn't 75. Somewhere I have a binder with like the exact pixel size and the hex codes and the font that I use. I don't know where it is anymore, but when I say there's a format, there, trust. Yes, yeah. So I'm pretty sure that's what the majority of us got when we were at the convention. Okay, there's that one. Turn that down. Okay, let's start with the hands. It's gonna be my biggest focus point here. Our convention. Let's drop in. Have you ever been to the Level Up Expo? No, we have not actually. I don't know if either of us have. So, tell me what to make best when going to what to maybe expect when going to my first convention. Oh, okay. Well, so I haven't been to the Level Up Expo, but I have been to I've been to KomoriCon, which is in Portland, Oregon. I went in 2013 and 2014. 2013 was my very first time ever going to an anime convention. And then I've been to the Rose City Comic Con, which is also in Portland. And then this one in Alabama is called Comic-Con. So, and then they have a smaller one called Comic-Con High. So, and that's like halfway through the year. But what to expect when you're going to your first convention? A lot of people. It's a lot of people. If you were not good with crowds, just be prepared for it, because there will be a lot of people there. If it's a bigger convention. If it's like a smaller one, it might be more spread out. But yeah, I would also do research on the area that it's going to be in, like which convention center. The one in Alabama that we just got back from, the Birmingham Jefferson Convention Center, is a maze. You can get lost in there if you don't know where you're going. They also have maps. Usually conventions, they have maps of the area, so you hopefully won't get lost. Let's see, definitely bring some money to spend if there is a like artist alley or a vendor's hall or dealer's hall. I find a lot of wonderful things there. So my wallet was crying. I was like, you need to stop. And that was a kind of a struggle for me, working in the artist alley and like walking by all the booths and making sure all the artists were doing okay. And then seeing all of their wonderful things, like the bubble tea candle. I was just like, oh, how are you doing? Oh, that smells amazing. I'm gonna buy that. So, be prepared for people with low hygiene. Unfortunately, that's something that is just always going to be a thing. I feel until we really start like emphasizing to people that like bathing and washing your clothes and wearing deodorant is you know, not just a plus for you, but everyone around you. And until we start emphasizing that, it will continue to be a problem. So a flying saucer sometime. I should do that for the 600 subscriber milestone risk. I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget about it. Knowing me, I probably will if I don't write it down. So we'll do UFO and a 600 illustration. And I'm also putting your name next to it, Risk, so that when I get to doing that, I won't forget who suggested it. So, but yeah, let's see, anything else to expect? If you're gonna wear a cosplay, expect that people are gonna approach and be like, oh my gosh, I love your cosplay, can I take a picture? So the couple of times that I've done cosplay, I was like, I should have expected it, but I didn't, and I was kind of like awkward about it. So indeed, Strawman. Yeah. Oh, the other thing, oh my gosh. This is not something that you should expect at an anime convention, just because it's like a basic, you know, hygiene thing. But I was just shocked that it wasn't happening. There were people at this last convention that would go and use the restroom and not wash their hands. They would walk in, use a stall, walk out the stall, and walk out the bathroom like I read that on a Facebook post that people were doing that. I was like, and you wonder why we all got sick. So yeah, you would think that it would be like more of an awareness of like, oh my gosh, yeah, you know, I smell a little ripe. Maybe I go back to my hotel room and like, you know, rinse off and put deodorant on. There's just people, they're not even aware. And so that's where I'm just like approaching, maybe like, I don't mean to offend, but your smell is more offensive than the risk of you being offended. So any Asian cat girl, there are a lot of people that wear like the tails and the ears, so it's just kind of a commonplace. So there's booths that are selling the ears and the tails too. So and there's furries there, but there's like maybe like 5 or 6 that I counted when I was, you know, walking the Artist Alley and stuff. So it's way more of like a gaming and anime convention than furries, but yeah. No, I am not joking whatsoever. Like it was, yep, it's just nastiness. So and I did see, oh my gosh, there was a post on the fan page, the fan group, that was suggesting a freshness booth, a hygiene booth. And like 200 people have liked this thing and are agreeing with this, that it's like we need to have a booth where people can you know, spray themselves, you know, have wipes, or, you know, like it's just, it comes to a point where you would think that you know, shake my germs. Yeah, I just got done, you know, touching my nethers. Let me just, you know, go and shake your hand and, you know. so gross. My goodness. Oh, good grief, guys. Yeah. Oh, finally, I'll get to redoing these emotes. My goodness. But yeah, yeah, that's the first things that come to mind when asked about what to expect in an anime convention. That would be my long answer. There is a little bit of the not being able to see someone's face, and then like assessing their character based on that, you know, like the whole, you know, like body language and stuff. I can't appreciate the amount of craftsmanship that goes into some of the fursuits, that not the ones that are like, you know, you obviously are not maintaining this thing, because my youngest brother is a furry, but he likes the protogen, the sci-fi types of it, and there's a lot of design that goes into making sure that the faceplate lights up, and you have to program it all. I do wish that the bad apples would not spoil the bunch so much. So, because, you know, you hear those horror stories and it's like, yeah, yep. So I won't go to Disneyland. Oh my gosh. Okay, so me and my family went to Disney World last year. We did a whole like week-long vacation thing, and they have the fingerprint scanner things, and I had to be thinking to myself, like, are you guys wiping them down between, you know, each guest that comes into the park? And it's supposed to be like a way to prevent the hello Into, welcome on back, good to see you. I guess it's supposed to prevent like people from like exchanging tickets or stealing tickets, or, you know, park hopping when you don't have both of the tickets or something. But I'm just like, man, y'all like were so, you know, constrictive with, you know, with the COVID stuff, right? And now we're all touching the same fingerprint scanners, and to have it be a fingerprint scanner, like, what are y'all doing with my fingerprint? So it just really creeped me out. Yeah, I did not like that aspect of it. So yeah, it does. The insulated, you know, suit part of it does. I have heard that it does heat up very quickly, right? Like just like a, you know, a sports ball mascot. You know, it has to be breathable, otherwise people in there are just cooking. They are just cooking, and all of that body odor is also cooking, unless they've, you know, actually been hygienic. But there's been horror stories of people not being hygienic, and that's where the stigma comes from. So have you seen the video of the there's a guy in Japan that he made a border collie suit, and it's not anthropomorphic. It is on all fours, and there are dogs, like actual dogs in the video, that like he has somebody that is like walking him around, and there are actual dogs in the video that like approach and then they back away. They're like, this is taking it too far. It's one thing to be like, this is my OC, this is my original character, and I just like to dress up as, you know, this original character. And it's another thing to be like, no, I want to, you know, rescind my humanity for this fiction. So, because that's what it is that you have to understand. Like, there's a difference between the actual person, the actual reality, and the creation, the imagination, you know. So the lines, they do get blurred. So yeah, the fingerprint entry thing, I'm just waiting for that to to slowly disappear, but I don't know if they ever will. So right, like they have some existential awakening. They're like, what in the world are the humans doing? They've taken it too far. Hello, Enki. Good to see ya. As long as something. So funnily enough, Spank, the DJ at Wolf and I's wedding accidentally played that. I think he misinterpreted what song my dad was requesting. I think that my dad was requesting him to play a different song. And then the DJ was like, "Oh yeah, you mean this one, right?" Quickly changed it to something else, like. I was like, this isn't a little awkward. Right? Like it becomes a point risk where it's like, this is uncanny, right? It's the uncanny valley part of it, so. And I think that's the point of the blurring of the lines, where it's like, okay, what is the intention here? Are we just having fun and escaping, you know, into our creation a little bit here, or are we trying to become this all the time? Like that, then it's an issue, because you're still a human being. You still have, you know, biological needs that are different from the animal that you are portraying. Like you can't escape from that. So you know, he probably did. He probably did, honestly. He did say that our wedding had a lot more karaoke than what he was used to, which was fun. He enjoyed it, so. And me and Wolf and all of our guests enjoyed it as well. So yeah, it's done this weekend. Get married in between children. No, that was last September, but this weekend this weekend we came back from Alabama, and the weekend before that we were in Alabama, so working at the anime convention. Wolf was building concerts, and I was walking the artist alley, making sure all the artists and the dealers were having a good time. If they needed a break, water, food, all that good stuff. But I realized in doing that the next convention that we work at, I would like to have our own booth and panel, because I went to a panel that was all about singing along with the Vocaloid songs. And if you don't know what Vocaloid songs are, it's a very prominent part of the anime internet culture, and it's a lot of the songs are recognizable, but there was only one English song, and I know for a fact that like a majority of the songs that were played have English translations, and a lot of us in the room cannot fluently speak Japanese. So inside my head I was like, I need to do my own panel where I'm showing people all of these like very niche English covers of, you know, of these Vocaloid songs and talking about what they actually mean, because the meanings behind so many of these songs are lost in translation. And some of the artists of these songs aren't alive anymore. Like man, there was a huge tsunami in Japan. A lot of those people are not with us anymore. And to hear their songs and their lyrics translated in a way that people can understand them, those stories are not lost. So I don't know, just going to that panel and like, because it was full. It was a full room of people, and I'm slowly doing my emotes at the same time as ranting, but like there was a lot to unpack. But this is like a full panel room, and I was like, wow. The line to get into it was around the corner to the escalators. So I was quite impressed. But like after the first song, the first English song, the only English song, people slowly started to trickle out of the room because it's all in Japanese after that. And also, because the panel was advertised as a, you know, sing-along, a Hatsune Miku sing-along. And the subtitles were the YouTube captions. That's the part of it where I'm just like, you couldn't have been bothered to put subtitles on and have a cute little leak that's bouncing to the tempo of the, like, did you put this together last night? It was just a little, like, I appreciated seeing all the people there, but it was also just a little disappointing. So I had critiques and I have inspirations. So I'm just like, I have so many hats on right now, like, they're invisible, obviously, you can't see them, but like, the other part of me, I went, you know, one part I was like, okay, I want to, you know, I'm actually interested in this, I want to check this out. The other half of me went to see how many songs they were going to repeat from the Vocaloid concert that our company puts on. So I'm just like, and I think it was only one. It was only one. And yet they still complained. They complained that that we played Tell Your World in the concert. I was like, what do you expect? That's what's gonna happen. So yeah, it was very interesting. But it inspired me greatly. So I have the sing-along hat on, I've got the booth hat on, I've got redesigning the mascot hat on, I've even offered to take on doing a lot of the editing on the website. So I've got, you know, website designer hat on. I made button pins for a lot of the staff that have been there for 5+ years. Some of them have been there for 17 years. My goodness. So again, like, Wolf got me the button maker, and I was just like, I'm making buttons for these people. So I've got the button maker pin hat on. Yeah, I'm trying not to get overwhelmed by it, but that's why I enjoy doing these streams, especially with you guys, because it's like, I can just vent, I can do my artwork, listen to chill music, and just unpack. Just unpack all of this stuff. So let's see. Tasme had a cat dog, now we got man dog. That was such an interesting show. Such an interesting concept for it. Like, imagine pitching that. We have a cat and a dog, and they're meshed together. Don't the kids are not gonna think about how they, you know, defecate. How did they get rid of their waste if they're connected like that, like a cat dog centipede? That's messed up to think about. Yeah, it did definitely feel like we were kind of gypped because people were excited. People were like pumped when when Miku by Anamanaguchi is playing, and mind you, that song is in Fortnite. A lot of people were introduced to Hatsune Miku and Vocaloids because of Fortnite. My kid brother, who's not the youngest, but he's in between me and the youngest, he plays Fortnite, and he was telling me about it. He was like, yeah, I heard Melt. I heard, Miku by Anamanaguchi. I heard, oh gosh, what was it? Senban Sakura. I was all like, those were all awesome classic Miku Vocaloid songs. So you're all good, Insu. It keeps me talking. It keeps me engaged socially. Otherwise, I'm just talking to myself about what I'm doing on the canvas, which it works, but after a while, I'm like, there's other things for me to talk about. I think I can't think of them though. So it keeps me engaged. It's all good. But yeah, so it just there's Vocaloid covers out there that like are sung by the voice banks themselves, but because they have come out with an English voice bank, they have translated it with Miku's voice. It originally was in Japanese, and now she has an English voice bank, and they translate it into English, and people can understand what Tell Your World means. And I think that song, as well as like Hand in Hand, Melt, Deep Sea Girl, Love is War, like even World is Mine, like when you translate these, they hit different than, if you're just reciting the lyrics in Japanese. It just hits a little different. When you hear the English translation of Ikana Ire, it hits you right in the feels in a way that, its original language, for me personally, it doesn't hit as emotionally hard, because those are just, it's just, nandemonai, oh my gosh, my mind's like blanking on it, but it's like, nandemonai is like, I shouldn't cry. But if you're just saying it in Japanese, you're just reciting it. The actual meaning of it, I shouldn't cry, is like, it just hits a little stronger, knowing and understanding what it means. So, and when I was sitting in this panel listening to them play Tell Your World, and it's just got the YouTube captions on it, and it's not even in Romaji, it's in katakana. I'm like, no one can even sound them out unless you're fluent in Japanese. And Livetune has an English version of Tell Your World, and I think that song is so profoundly beautiful. I want us to use the English translation in our concert someday, because there's people out there that have no idea what is being sung to them. But we had Conqueror, the English version of it in the concert, and people were singing along to it, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is like amazing. We need to do more of this. Again, super inspired. Another hat on my head. I just don't want these artists to have their stories lost in translation and lost over time. Like, we have the technology. We have the ability to do this. And me myself having the Synth V program with Gumi, and eventually I'm going to be getting Kevin's voice bank, so I have a male voice bank to pair with Gumi. Like, I feel so strongly to start making my own translations, and trying to respectfully adapt them as much as possible into English, there's a lot of meaning in Japanese songs that is hard to translate over and also make them rhyme. But to do it as best I possibly can, you know, it's something that is really important to me. So, and to have a panel talking about the stuff too, like, you know, I had talked to my mom about this, and she had taken it a step further in doing like a deep dive into why those artists, like, you know, for instance, like why Wowaka, you know, made the songs that he did. So, and he's not around anymore. He's not with us anymore. So, it's like, to understand the inspiration behind these songs, I feel would deepen the appreciation for the artists and for the Vocaloid community and the software in of itself too. I have always held this belief ever since, like, my goodness, like before 9th grade, because I made a whole presentation to my 9th grade English class. My teacher was like, the assignment is to persuade your class on something. And I was trying my best to persuade my class that the Vocaloid software is going to drastically impact the music industry in the future. And, you know, in a way, it has, with, you know, AI voice banks. You could, you know, have a Lady Gaga voice bank and make her sing Bohemian Rhapsody. Like, that's crazy. That's, you know. So I just, going back to it, I think that this kind of software, to have a vocal synthesizer, it allows for so many people to have their voices put out there. It's an instrument in of itself, but it will sing for you. You know, if you have lyrics, if you have a melody, if you have the ability to make music, it will sing for you. So, I've always had that belief ever since I was, you know, however old I was in 9th grade, a freshman in high school. So I'm like 14 or 15. So, it's just really powerful software. It's just, there's something profound about it that, you know, my brain is like, that's the thing. That's our special interest. So, I need to figure out what that smaller brush was. That's the old vibe. Where's the new? I have a smaller brush here. Is it 30? Yeah, okay, so it's gonna be 70 and 30. See, I'm jumping back and forth talking about what I'm doing on the canvas and then what we did last weekend. I can multitask, I swear. Do a good Trump on a live there's a good impression of the Trump language. Very good. Oh, some people are so good at doing impressions of Trump that, like, I'll look away from the screen and be like, no, he didn't say that. It's the impressionist. Okay. I've tried to do one myself. I can't. My own voice starts to bleed into it again. I start quoting the huge. That's all I can do. Saying what the words chosen and make the deal. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Again, that technology is just getting like so realistic. That's what I mean when like I feel so strongly to do Gumi covers, just because her voice bank has gotten so realistic with like the breath sounds, the way that you can tune it. Yeah. Right, timing and delivery is very, very important as well when you're getting when you're trying to do an impression of somebody or have, you know, a voice bank sound like the actual person. Because people do have a particular way in which they talk. Let's see, and this one she's wearing a long sleeve purple shirt, but I think I have her in green. Yeah, this dark green color. Just keep it like that. Yeah. Let's copy and paste this guy. Flip that on over. Okay, I'll hide those for now because I'm going to do the face. I'll do the face next. I try my best. I'll say the timing on a lot of the covers that I want to do, the timing is what I have the hardest thing to grasp on. Because there are some songs that I would love to do covers for, and I can't get the timing of it right. You know, the metronome's off, and I just have to turn it off and kind of like sound it out. There's a particular Perfect Circle song that I feel like I have to make my own arrangement for in order to get the timing right, because there's a time in the middle of the song that it starts to slow down, and right then and there the metronome gets messed up. So I just like I have to like sound it out with my ear instead of relying on the metronome. So yeah, at some point it's all about the timing of all these things. So okay, let me get this face in here. Like, this one's not too complicated of an emote, like, whatsoever. It's just getting the pieces in. The hands are already covering up most of that. And again, like, if this is gonna be like an emote, it's small. So what I'm actually gonna do, I should have had this set up before, is make a duplicate canvas, and we're gonna shove that to the side, and I'm gonna make this teeny tiny little thing, as small as it will go, and then move this on over. And I do this so I can see how small it's gonna be in Discord, or, you know, in a YouTube chat here, or where it originally was a Twitch chat. So I'm essentially revamping all of my Twitch emotes in anticipation for YouTube. So I feel like I need to put her mouth like a little higher and simplify it into a closed mouth. I'm not trying to make it too symmetrical again, like I just want a crisper, more easily readable image from far away. Well, that's good to hear. I don't know, because I had watched a lot of the Joy of Painting with Bob Ross, so I kind of had picked up on the vibe, the atmosphere of it. But I ain't beating the devil out of anything here. I don't have as big of a studio space as he did, so. Nor the amount of cute animal friends, so. I try to provide a good, like, verbal explanation, so, of what I'm doing. If not visual, the visual's always my go-to. I'm like, I don't know how to verbally explain this, so let me just draw this for you. Like, this is what I mean. And even then, sometimes it gets lost in translation. Well, you know, we're all on a learning journey together, too. There's always something to learn. I think to assume that, you know, you've come to a certain point in life and you have nothing left to learn, I think that is very ignorant of people. We're always growing as people. We're always learning. I feel like her face can be pushed up more, because in the emote there's just a lot of forehead going on here. There's a lot of forehead. Let me decrease it some more. Put this on another. I'm gonna go over this how it is, but then I'll move it. That's why I have it on a different layer right now. I'm gonna move this. All good, Insu, all good. I get lost in the chat too. I'm just like, I'll be doing my thing here, and I look up, I'm like, oh, let me catch up. Let me catch up here. And then I forget to draw for a while. But again, like, that's how the stream goes. That's how I like it. How do I have the rest of these set up? It's okay, it's kind of jagged. Okay. Again, I'm trying to maintain some continuity here. Oh, that was the other thing. That was the other thing about this convention. So, I had ranted about this before. That one of the mascots, because there's 3 mascots for this convention we just got back from. Welcome in, Sun Honey. Good timing. I'm about to rant and rave again. So the convention has 3 mascots, and one of these mascots, they have a contest each convention, and their outfits will change depending on the theme of you know, this next convention. So this one was carnival themed, and the concept artist got the hair design wrong. And there's a little blonde bit in the blue bangs where there should not be, because in every other design, the 2 human alien mascots, their hair colors are inverts of each other. So let me just visually do this let me just draw them up really quick. But so the official artwork for this convention had an inconsistent design for one of the mascots. So they have cosplayers that will actually make the outfits in real life and cosplay as them. They changed the wig. they changed the wig itself and just added in a little blonde, you know, bang piece right there. And I was like, whoa, would just, yep. They went along with it. They made it part of the official thing. And now I'm confused about what the actual hair color design is supposed to be. Now I'm confused. Yeah, I just gotta accept it. It's not my circus. It's not my monkeys. So, they have these cute little ribbons that you can attach to your badge. And one of these ribbons had on it the name of one of the convention owners. It said, you know, blank remains visually inconsistent. And I was like, but you didn't have to. But you didn't have to. So, yeah. And they made their way onto the staff robes that we are all given, and I'm just like, the visual inconsistencies drive me up a damn wall. I'm just all about really good design, and I'm just like, so yeah. I know eventually you guys are gonna hear the same story again if it happens again, because I'm like, if you're gonna be visually inconsistent, we're all gonna be visually inconsistent. Yeah. So that's why I have you guys, because Wolf has heard this like so many times. I'm just gonna rant and rave to my audience about this. It really is, Sun Honey. And again, like I said, they have a contest for, it's fans of the convention, you know, or staff or volunteers, whoever would like to, you know, to put in their entry for the outfits of the characters for the next convention. And so whoever made that got the hair design wrong, where, you know, the blonde and the blue is, and that the owners of the convention didn't like correct it for the official artist to reference from. They didn't write a little note that's like, this is not how the hair is, refer to previous designs. They just went along with that. So one could completely, you know, redesign their mascots then, and it's gonna, and why they're not gonna correct it? That's where my brain goes. I'm like, he did marry me. That's right. He's in it for life now. Yeah, I couldn't either because I was wondering about it when I saw the cosplayer for I think it's Kosho. But yeah, I was like, oh, y'all really went and changed the actual wig for them. Is this temporary, or did you sew that in? So, On versus Blue issue going on now. It's expanding to the camping the months. Getting, oh really? Oh my goodness. Well, if I'm interpreting your chat correctly, that unfortunately is what tends to happen with abandoned places and places that, you know, have been habited by the public, and then they become abandoned, and then all of a sudden you start seeing people, you know, camping in there. So blue and yellow color scheme gives me beauty. Why is that, Sun Honey? If you don't mind me asking. You got to be really careful with the blue and yellow, because like sometimes too much it clashes, it clashes and it ends up looking like a beach ball. So yep. Well, I mean, like, the rest of the outfit is like how it is designed. So, oh yes, you are absolutely right. Oh my gosh. I did not even like put that together. But did you see he was throwing a fit? I was like, cry harder. You ain't getting anything more from us. No. It's the design parts of it. It's like it's the continuity, the consistency. You know, if this is why I got all like persnickety about the Star Stable Online redesigns of their old characters. I'm like, you can't just change their eye color. Their natural hair color is now completely different. The personality is completely different. You can't just do this and not explain why there is a change, a biological change. So thankfully there's more people coming out with videos about that exact topic for Star Stable Online. Like 4 or 5 days ago, they posted up a video about like why does Lisa feel like she had a lobotomy? Because this is not the old Lisa. So, and I was just like, here. So yeah, I am a little bit of a, I don't know, I guess purist, but I just want things to make sense. Like, if it doesn't make sense, it just confuses. So, and it breaks immersion. It really breaks the immersion, so. Oh, yeah. One of the old games that I used to play growing up, they turned it into an MMO, an online version of it. And then they redesigned their old characters in ways that make them completely unrecognizable, visually and personality-wise. So that's why people are saying like, oh, it's the lobotomy. They went through a lobotomy. Enjoy your coffee into. I've got myself some horchata here, so. Yeah, because they're so abrupt. They're so, like, nonsensical. Like, there was no reason for them to make Lisa Peterson into, like, you know, she was this rock star chick with, like, hedgehog spiky hair. And then they turned her into a country girl. They flattened out all of her spiky hair. And it was like bright red, iconic bright red. And they muddled it into like a maroon. So, is it going the right direction? I've been kind of brainstorming a new profile picture, but like that one's just been stuck for so long. But I might do like a digital rendition of it. So, because I like the little heart thing by it. So. I do have some artwork of my character here that she's looking a little psycho loco. Am I keeping the little curly bits? No, I'm not. Okay. Again, it's the consistency. think these need to be a little longer if it's an emote. This also reminds me I need to make some more emotes for Wolf, but I think we need to unlock some more memberships, and then more emote slots are available. Or I can swap them out for new, fresh ones as well. Yeah, it breaks the immersion so much. There's an episode of Star Trek Voyager where one of the characters, B'Elanna Torres, she gets a perm for whatever reason, right? Her hair is very straight, wavy. It has like some volume to it, but for the most part, there is no coil, there is no curl, you know, save for maybe like the bottom end of it. For like 2 episodes, her hair is coily. It is permed out. Not a single character mentions it. She has a husband. Not even the husband mentions the fact that, you know, hey honey, oh, you did something different with your hair. It would have taken like maybe 5 seconds, you know, if that. Maybe just a little tiny, you know, background thing of like, oh, I like what you did with your hair. Oh, well, I'm not keeping it. I think it sucks, you know, or whatever, right? Like have some sort of like dialogue about this abrupt change. And it, because of the immersion parts of it, I'm just like, why is nobody commenting on this? Did the actress have like a different set that she was, you know, part of, or like her character's got like really curly hair or something? Like, it seems a little rude to just not be commenting on this character's abrupt change of hairstyle. You know, if I were to do something different with my hair and nobody mentions it, I'm like, okay, I guess it didn't happen. I'm just like, so yeah, I'm just like, why are we not mentioning this change? You know, even if it's just for like 2 episodes, it makes me question what in the world was going on there. So she's a devout eater. Welcome in, Sundrop. Good to see ya. I'm having a rant and a rave on the inconsistencies of character designs sometimes, and how it breaks immersion for me, because it gets my brain thinking outside of the universe that this character exists in. So the cooks in the kitchen, it takes me out of the meal that I'm eating. I'm like, that doesn't taste right. I just ask for consistency, that's all. The Mandela effect, it never happened. It's all in your brain. It just makes me happy to see that like other people are noticing that within the realm of Star Stable Online. That there are drastic inconsistencies, not even just like within the character design, but the lore itself. Like this world is just broken. It's just broken. They should just destroy the whole series. You know, if they just went back to like the original atmosphere of Starshine Legacy, the original 4 games, because there were 4 original games, and then they moved it into the online version of it. It's it's set 2 years after the last game, so why do these characters feel like they have not progressed in development? Like, it has not been 2 years. In fact, like people are mentioning, they all had lobotomies and they don't remember who they were anymore. So, and you know, Sundrop, actually, I think that is sometimes better, actually, to be better at drawing on paper, because you have a limited amount of tools. Your brain is having to do a lot of the heavy work of creating those pieces. You know, with digital artwork, you have like a plethora of tools at your disposal. Sometimes it's a little overwhelming. So to simplify it, and to have, you know, paper and pencil, there's a lot more of an organic demand creatively. Sometimes when I'm doing this digital artwork here, I'm just like, I'm overwhelmed. There's so many places that I could take this. I need to start this on paper and pencil first, just to simplify it, right? There's a lot of digital artwork out there. I'm just like, you are not following any principle of design or element of art or anything, and it is busy. So, he is a very patient man. Yes, he is. Way too much heavy issues, and drawing is on a rant. Oh my goodness. Yeah, when I get on my rants, it's like I have a lot to say. I can see a picture of my drawings on paper. Yeah, of course. You can either, I mean, people have like posted it on like their YouTube community pages or like the posts or whatever. I have a Twitter account you can always at me at. And then I have a Discord too, but you don't have to feel any need to join the Discord or anything. But yeah, so those are the ways that people have shown me their artwork in the past. The first word I can't figure out. Awesome name. Oh, sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, let me raise these up because I think visually it'll translate better. These are raised up a little more. And if this is a little thicker. Again, I have this teeny tiny version of it over here on the side. So I can double check what it would look like from farther away. Okay, that looks good there. I'll copy and paste it. Flip it on over. Try to get them as even as I can. Okay, sweet. If you are not in the Discord, let me get an invite. Let me get a fresh one. Okay, there is a fresh invite to the Discord. If anybody else would like to join the Discord, feel free to click the link and join. We're a very creative community. We like to post our artwork. We have some D&D stuff. We have vented out channel, things that are good channel. Yeah, it's a cozy little community we got there. So Okay. Oh, you already are? Okay, awesome. Sweet. Well, then the link is there just in case anybody else that is not in there is then in there. Move that over there. You can post in the art room channel. That way it's easy to find and organized. I think I'm gonna change her eyebrows actually, because I don't want it to look aggressive. Flip those around. Okay, now I'll do the hair. The hair is gonna be the same in where it's at. Just need to make the lines smoother. Try and make this a little rounder. And then, for whatever reason, her hair is in pigtails for this one, but for each of the other ones, her hair is down. So I'm gonna redraw that as her hair being down. Hello, Mr. Afton. Welcome on in. I was gonna make a joke about exotic butters, but none of them were sticking. Okay, let's get this W in here. Try to clean this up just a little bit. Like I said, there's not too much going on with this emote. It just needed to be redone. It was long overdue. Because then my name is... Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Totally understandable. Okay, I do actually need to put the green shirt in here somewhere. Okay, let's throw the W in. I think I used Geo as the font. Again, it's been a while since I redid these, so if that is the case. Aha, it is. W. It's too boxy. I'm just gonna draw it myself. What? Oh my gosh. Well, that sucks, son, honey. I'm gonna have to go raid that place. We have one in our town, and I was just about to apply for a job over there because I've always wanted to work in like a crafting, like very craft heavy area. So, but yes, please do, because I'm gonna hit up that place like I hit up the Big Lots. Ooh, baby, yeah, the Big Lots sales. So, yeah, well, that sucks because I just recently got some cute little star and moon charms from that place. I was making more jewelry for the convention. Alright, I'm checking out the artworks on Drop. Oh, very nice. I like the way that you do the shading. It's very dynamic. Let's check out the other one. Oh, I like all of the accessories on the character's ears. I feel like it kind of balances out the middle part of the design. Very nice. Thank you for sharing. But yeah, like I had mentioned before, with digital versus like traditional artwork, I feel like because of the abundance of tools at your disposal with digital artwork, a lot of the design parts of it are, I can see how they could kind of be like overdone or there's too much going on. So when you initially draw something on paper and pencil, all of that creativity is done inside of the brain. It's not like handed to you with digital artwork. I feel it is, especially with Clip Studio Paint. You can download a whole bunch of different brushes. So you know, a lot of the brushes that will, like, you know, do some of the work for you, and like I would prefer it to do it like organically, and then take a picture of it, do the things that I'm not able to traditionally on digital, you know, take the piece to you know, a different medium, right? But to initially start it from a place of pure brain power creativity, I don't know, it says more. It says more. Okay, let me draw in this W because none of the fonts are gonna do it for me. So, what is the tattoo on my left arm? Oh, I'm assuming you mean this one, because this is my left. It'd be your guys' right. So I have a UFO right here. I have the in and out palm trees, and then I have my very first car. A little happy face with a sad face, like kind of embedded into it. And then I have this little like cut mark. These two I got when I was 18. Kind of very, I just want my first tattoos, kind of didn't really think about them all that much. But the first car, I don't ever want to forget my first car. It was an 89 Suzuki Sidekick. I was its last owner because it was beat to crap by the previous owners. The In-N-Out palm trees, In-N-Out has always been just like the perfect burger, french fry, milkshake place that me and my family, we used to live in California up until I was like 7 years old. Then we moved to Oregon, and just In-N-Out has always been just the taste. It's the taste that we enjoy. We would drive from Oregon all the way down to Redding to hit up the In-N-Out and then drive all the way back up. It was like an 8-hour drive. And it was worth it. It was absolutely worth it to us. And then they started building In-N-Outs in Oregon. And we were like, oh, we don't got to drive to Redding anymore. It's just 30 minutes away. So yeah. And the UFO, just because I enjoy the imagery of the UFOs. So, and it looks like it's kind of abducting the car in the palm trees. So I think it's fun. So eventually I would like to get some planets and stars all the way up my bicep here. So thank you, Mr. Atfiden. I do appreciate that. So we are steadily getting closer to 600 subscribers, and when we hit 600 subscribers, that's when I do another illustration of the milestone, and I take in people's requests and suggestions for what I should add to the illustration. So I'm thinking this next one's going to be space themed, since we already have a suggestion of a UFO. So I'm like, that sounds about right. We should do that. The Sidekick was a fun car. It was definitely so narrow you could fit it basically on a sidewalk. Okay, let me lessen the opacity on these. I'm gonna draw this W in because evidently the fonts that that I was wanting to use are not gonna be friendly with me. See, I'll do the one side here, and then I'll just copy and paste it on over. I feel like this needs to be just a little thicker. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. It's not as bold in the smaller scale as I would like it to be. Again, this is a teeny tiny little emote for the Discord, and then eventually the YouTube chat as well. So it's like gotta be big. But yeah, I wish that I would have had more time with my Sidekick, because again, it was like a super fun car, but like it had a soft top. It came with a soft top on it, and it was falling apart. And it was my very first car coming out of high school. Didn't really have an income to repair the thing. It had oil leaks. What part of the engine is that? Hold on a second. There was a crack in a part of the engine, the cover of something. It was like a metal, yeah, the manifold, I think is what it might have been. Engine manifold. Yeah, yes. Yeah, there was a crack in it. there was a crack in that part of it. So it was on its way out. So, yeah, it was made in 1988, 1989, and I got it in 2016. So, yeah. But it was fun when I had it. Eventually I'd like to have another one, you know, go rock crawling with it. I love seeing those videos of those cars that are like crawling over the rocks and stuff. Something is so satisfying about it. So I didn't do it. The previous owner did. And my dumb little, you know, 19-year-old brain, I was like, yeah, totally. This is such a great car, because I liked the look of it, but underneath the hood, I had no idea what I was getting involved with. So I need to go eat butter. Enjoy your exotic butters, Mr. Afton. You've earned it. Oh, thank you very much, Sundrop. I do appreciate it. I was made in 1997. That's when I was released from whatever cave I was developed in. Oh gosh. I'm making myself sound like a creature from the Black Lagoon. I always enjoy seeing other people's styles and designs and stuff. I don't know, like, I would really, really love to go to an art museum of anime, of manga, of digital artwork, of cartoon artwork in so many different styles. Like, I just love vegging out and staring at people's artwork. Sometimes I'm like, that's amazing. So welcome in, Josiah. Good to see you again. My soul was made in 1970. My body was made in 2005. Yeah, that's what they mean by you say you got an old soul. Let me flip this guy around. Chevy Aura 4-stroke with super low first gear and cut fenders out for bigger tires into a lift. Oh, nice. Yeah, see, that's goals right there. When we have the budget for it. Wolf just got his new truck, so that's where the payments are going. doing pretty good. I'm having fun being back on my live streams. And then redoing these emotes, so. And then this is a long time coming, so. You know, we passed by, when we were traveling back from Alabama, we passed by this, I thought it was in Oklahoma, like a rodeo park kind of a place, but it was like, it had these like super old trucks that were completely rusted around them to the point where it was like they were obviously like not gonna function at all anymore, and they were being used as art pieces to, you know, give this atmosphere of it being like very old-timey. So I thought that was very interesting. Okay, let me clean up some more of these lines here, and then I can get to throwing some color on this. Again, like these emotes, they don't take hardly any time at all. I'm just talking a bunch, and that's why it's taking forever. But this is my show, and I can do what I want. So I'm gonna talk. Okay, I think this is gonna be a better emote. I'm hoping. It's your favorite animal? Ooh. I like horses. But wolves are good too. I actually did used to draw a lot of wolves in middle school. Like gothy, edgy wolves. Named like Blaze and Rain, Tenebras. So like all of the dark, edgy, goth goth wolves. But yeah. I like the four-legged creatures. Horses and wolves. Before I get to coloring, it's just slightly off and it's gonna bug me. It's gonna bug me. I know it's an emote and these teeny tiny little details don't matter too much, but I do have a tendency to reuse certain designs for stickers and prints and stuff like that. So the great-tailed grackle, I have never heard of that before. Let me look that up. Ooh, a large blackbird. Oh, they got some really pretty tails. The silhouette's really nice on the birds. You know, and actually that makes me think of, so when Wolf and I were at the dealership to get the new truck, well, new to us, it's a 2017, but it's still new to us. The guy that was talking to us about, you know, doing all the paperwork and the signings and stuff, he had a poster behind him with a picture of a greater sage grouse on it. And if you have never heard the mating call of a greater sage grouse from the males and what they do, it is hilarious. I showed Wolf the video of them like puffing out their chests and making like the wonk, wonk, wonk noise. It was hilarious, at least to me. It was very the look on his face, he was like, what in the world are they doing? The first time I ever was exposed to that was on the BBC Funny Talking Animals video. They have a bunch of clips of it, but like, I was like, there's no way that's real. There's no way that the males are like puffing out their chests like that and then making these sounds. No, it's real. So it made me think about that. You know, just I have like all of my old drawings in a folder behind me. Well, not all of them, from what I saved, and some of them are just so damaged. I'm like, I could scan this and it wouldn't help it. Look, a grappless tattoo flying up my left arm. That's really cool. My mom has a tattoo idea that eventually she'll have done, but it's I believe it's a song by Alter Bridge called Blackbird. But she wants like the melody line, the opening melody line of it in the form of birds on like the sheet music. Though the biblically accurate angels with all the eyes and the wings everywhere. One of these days we're gonna get a tree topper that's like that. Okay, I'm gonna color this thing now. It's coloring time. Okay, so this goes into a folder called Final. We are gonna throw all of these in there. Okay. This is why I have my formatting here with all my layers. Try a biblically accurate angel during the spring of last year. Oh, nice. I'm gonna do another one. Sweet. Start a series or something. I inadvertently start series of drawings without even noticing it sometimes. I'll be like, oh, I've drawn a bunch of cats in witch hats. I think I've started something. And then when I notice, then I stop doing it. Okay, let's put that in there. I'm trying to stay with the format. Give me 1 second, I just heard the cat. She has very loud opinions. You wanna come in? Come here. Come on in. Yeah, you can come in. Yeah, I know, huh? She's gonna be wandering around. She might actually get into the saucer chair over here. She's been sleeping over there. So if she does, then you guys will be able to see her over here. If she wants to. Right now she's on the floor. You gonna hang out on the floor? I left the door cracked for you. You can leave whenever and come back in whenever, because, you know, that's what the cats do. Do you like my drawings, cat? Yeah? They've been approved by Lovable. Did Kitty hold any grudges from your trip to the convention? I don't think so. She seemed pretty excited when we pulled back up to the house. She crawled out of the little outdoor cat enclosure we've got out here. I was like, "Hi, lovable." And the neighbors, because we have a Ring camera out there, so the neighbor to our left over here, he had taken her in, and then there was another neighbor that got the kittens as well. So that was not a stress whatsoever. We've got some really nice neighbors out here. So, but no, she like ran back over to us, ran inside the house. She was, you know, purring and cuddling and stuff. These two are gonna be multiply. This one's at 30. Or you're just getting comfortable, huh? You know, if you went over there, it'd be more comfortable and people could see you. Yeah. But you know, you're gonna do what you're gonna do. And then we add. It's at 60. Okay. So I need to get these colors again. It's gonna be achieved by simply doing this. Taking these both off of multiply. 30, 70. So 30 is this color. Just gonna mark them right here. And then 70 is this one. Okay. So now I've got those colors back. Grab this one. Take this color as well. Let's see, how are these arranged? Lines, colors, okay. I'm trying to stay organized while I'm doing this. Do lines and colors. Oh, and there's a base, of course. Which the colors get attached to. There we go. But for now, I'm not going to have them attached to the base, so I can just freely draw these in. They are pretty interesting creatures with all the different forms that they can be portrayed in. During our travels, one of the hotel TVs had the movie Lycan on it, and it had been like several years since I watched that movie. So there was a lot of parts of it I was like, oh, I don't remember that. Oh. Sometimes you notice things when you rewatch movies from before you didn't notice, so it was one of those moments. Okay, so I only really need to show like that part, and then that. I think her hair could probably wrap around a little bit more. Let's see. If it went that way. And the shirt can go the other side just a little bit. Let's throw the hair on. Again, I'm just color picking from my previous illustrations of her. Makes the process a little faster rather than, you know, eyeballing it. Howling and the Wolfman and the classic The American Werewolf in London. Ooh, I don't think I've seen that last one. The other two ring a bell, though. I don't really need to worry too much about overlapping on the W, because that's going to be placed above it, so... For the finger here, I do be a little careful there. Let's lock that. I'm gonna put another layer on top and clip it. And we're gonna take this airbrush and go ham with it. A little more gentler on the top as we're going up. So we get this nice smooth gradient. Just gonna double check. Okay. I'm trying to make sure it's still nice and saturated and nice to look at from afar. Oh, that might have been part of the reason, because it's part of the cult classics. I hadn't heard of it. Skin World Translation, the ones from Hemlock Grove. I don't think I've seen that one either. They're very gruesome sounding for sure. It's the I don't know, there's something about like the practical effects and like the actual like prosthetics and stuff that like they look so realistic. It makes my skin crawl and it just makes me itch. That's how you know it's like it's very convincing. You know, the very real looking aspect of it. So it truly hits different. Grab that eyebrow color. I'm going to be recoloring these lines as well. I just want to get the general gist of the colors in here though. Let's see. Gold color, and then it swaps and it gets a little bit brighter. There's some little sparkly bits I need to put in here too. That was an actual wolf ripping and tearing out of your body instead of you transfer. Oh my goodness. That is haunting. Good grief, like a scene from Alien. My goodness. Oh, my neighbors are trying to get one of their cars unstuck from the snow again. we got a little show earlier because of the snow, and the neighbors trying to get one of their cars unstuck. I was out there watching. I was just like, Thank you, Done and Dumb. Welcome on back. I'm about to start doing the line coloring for this. So for that, I'm gonna take the shadows off of this. Grab these colors and apply them here. Oh, okay. I guess she's gonna lay on the floor. She's gonna sleep there. That is your own decision, lady. So as you can see, when I color the lines here, it makes things a lot softer. In my opinion, it's easier to look at, so. That's just how my style appears. Since I have the eyedropper tool going and copying the colors down, it gets pretty streamlined. Okay, this color here, and I just have to do a black outline around it, which is totally, like, it's so easy to do. Just need to do some more cleaning up of different layers of the colors, and these need to be above. These need to be above this. So it's just like reordering what comes first. So explodes out of you and goes into flash. When you go back to being, you basically come out of the wolf body and the cycle restarts. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness, the visual of that. I'm gonna have to check that out, because it's just the way that I imagine this can't possibly be how it is, but like just in case. Of course my pencil breaks. Oh my goodness. I was confused. I was like, your green's blurry. What is, you gotta lay off the Mary Jane. Why is your screen blurry? What is going on? I have to take like a microfiber cloth to it. I'm not gonna put the little crescent moons in. She has these little markings here, but like they're only really visible from like either like they're obviously there or there's something blocking him. So the W is kind of blocking him in this case. W colored. And then inside of this W, there's actually going to be another brighter color inside of it. Kind of emphasizing that shine. Then we'll have the white color inside. Makes it look super shiny. You might, let me see, you might have to adjust your like this the video quality, the little gearbox. Let me see if it says I've got excellent connection, but yeah, I would recommend either like refreshing, or you can try the little settings tool, the quality, upping it to maybe like 480 or 720. So I can't look at my own stream for a while. I'm like, no, start getting lost in my own sauce. Okay, let me do the background color on it, which is really just the base color. I just take these, throw them in their own folder, combine them, move this down, take this and make it entirely black. Whoops. Do that. And okay, I'm gonna have to do some trial and error. Oh, good. Okay, I'm glad that you got that fixed. So it's not 70, it's maybe 120. Let me, again, I'm gonna have to trial and error this outline. I'm gonna auto select all of that. Let's see, outline selection, and we are gonna try. We're gonna try 120. It's not enough. Actually, I need to do this on the outside. Let's try that out. Let's see if that's right. $110. I'm getting closer. Just at 100. I think it's at 100. That's what it is. Okay. So I'm gonna outline the outside selection. at 100 pixels. Okay, now we've got this nice little outline here, the black outline. Next will be the shadows and highlights if I want to do some highlights. Can't reach close to 600 subs before I end the stream. Oh, thank you very much, Don, and hope to see you again soon. And I appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. Okay, I guess I already had these colors up here for the shadows. All right. I guess I didn't need to copy them down at all that time. Okie dokie. Let's get to doing these shadows. They're very, I mean, are they simplified? Let me see this. Okay. So the darker one is going to be used more as the softer shadow. So let's do airbrush. Let's airbrush some of this. So I want to create a little bit of depth here. And as you can see from the smaller one that's like above my head here, when I put in the shadow, it's very subtle, but it does something to the hands. It pushes the arm back a little bit more. So the importance of shading and shadows and highlights, as well as like keeping the colors saturated for emotes, it makes them pop. It makes them really pop. So when I'm designing these and coloring them, like, it's just, I don't know. When I see them in other people's Discord chats, I'm like, that's a good emote. How did they do that? And just figuring out the method behind it. So having nice rounded shadows makes things a little easier to view from that far away. Again, these are like teeny tiny little images, so I like to make sure that they're well translated. Why I'm like going over to this like other side of the screen so I can see all the little nitty-gritty details in there. Okay, even this upper part with some. So her bangs are covering that part of the face. Okay, I'm gonna add in the darker color. It appears darker because it has a higher opacity than the lighter color, which is actually just darker. It's a little confusing, but it looks nice. So that is why I do it. Actually, her face looks just kind of flat, so I'm gonna add, and this is a little different from the previous emotes, but I have been doing this recently where I add some more flesh tones to the face, and I do enjoy the effect that it's had. Let me turn it down just a little bit. There we go. Okay, now going back to the shadows. I'm going to cover this entire area. I think it's going to be the entire area. And do a little comparison there. See how this shadow works. Okay, yeah, I'm keeping that. Like, if it looks good and where it's being placed and it makes the image pop a little bit more with the emote, I'm keeping it. Not there. Is the right color still? Yeah, okay. I have to make sure every now and then. I'm like, okay. Yep. Continuity said so. I was like, what is that sound? It's the cat. She's so quiet sometimes I forget that she's in here. Hello, CJ Destroya. Welcome on in. Good to see ya. I returned from my travels, back on the art grind. Indeed, it was a good trip. A lot of nice memories made. Good work done. And we came back home to a whole bunch of snow. Snow and like 3, 4, 5 foot long icicles hanging from the roof. We're like, okay, okay. I'm gonna actually a little bit of color on the eyelashes here. And highlights. I don't usually, it doesn't look like I've done highlights on the hair too much, but with it being all like sparkly and stuff with the W, I kind of feel obligated to. Yeah, like when we were traveling across the country, there was like flooding, tornadoes, winter storms in like New Mexico and Arizona. We were like, this is not normal. At least, you know, from the assumed climate. Yeah, it's bizarre. So I need to add in some of these sparkles. Particle size, density. But slowly but surely it's been melting away. Oh my goodness. Like it is just, the weather is just flexing how like brutal it can be, I swear. See, I think I'm gonna end up having to hand draw these ones. You know, I think we actually had a power outage here while we were gone, because when we came back, like all of our appliances have like different times on it. I have a little LED light on my desk that I never use, and it was on. Like the power had, you know, turned off and came back on. Yep. Just like, I'm glad that we were not here for any of that stuff. It would have been very inconvenient. Where do I have the sparkles here? Okay. I do not remember initially drawing these emotes in this program, so they might have been done with Paint Tool Sai, but that was so long ago that I used Paint Tool Sai. Once I got my hands on Clip Studio Paint, I was like, I'm never going back. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the one of these and just copy paste it around. Trying to save some time, save some energy too. Okay, where? Oops, put one over here. There's another one over here. It looks like. And what, run down here? Here and here. Slowly going over this W with an airbrush, set to add glow. Going over just very lightly again. I'm gonna put this on a black background, see how that looks from far away, and then comparing it. Okay, I'm gonna add just a teeny tiny bit. Need to lower that opacity or the color itself. And let's use this other brush. It's a little softer. Not that you see it too much, it's a little highlight feature there. Okay, I'm gonna call this emote done because I'd like to move on to another one. Taking away that, how do I save these again? There's a particular way that I have to save these. Let's see, Discord 108. Is that? Okay. Let's see, W, new. Okay, so I have to change these into, what is it? 108. So for example, Discord. So this one of me doing the shrug. I believe is at 108 DPI. No, pixels. 108 pixels. So I need to move this or transfer it over, change the resolution. Give me a second to remind myself how I do these. 8. Pixels. And 08. Just converting it. Okay, there we go. Teeny tiny little image. And now that's the size that it's at. So I can now save this as W new underscore 108. Just in case Discord's gonna be like, this image is too big. You cannot upload this. Okay. I'm gonna go back. Hello, now it's nice and big again. And I have both versions. Okay, next one. What shall be the next one? Open. Let's see. Well, here I have a whole plethora of ones that I could do. I have a laughing one, a crying one, angry, dead, the one where she's pulling a gun out, and a poggers one. Let's see. I kind of want to do the dead one. Next. These are for my Twitch days. So as you can see here, so and the black cats have always been an imagery that's been following me. So this was my attempt at trying to dissuade people from stealing my emotes. I figured, if I litter it with a bunch of cute little mushrooms and a little like roach down there and a snail, right? Like maybe that would dissuade. So, but I think it kind of overcomplicated the setup. So, okay, let me grab this one. I also have the wow, the poggers one. And I would eventually like to also do. Dead. Are you enjoying your floor time? Yeah? Little bean? I either call her Ma'am or Little Bean. The cat. Neighbors named her Lovable, but I think she responds to Ma'am better. So there's certain parts of her design that have obviously not translated through the years. The snake bites I felt were a little too similar to what was going on here. I'm just like, I can't. And also I have my piercings currently taken out. I have them right here. Because they kept becoming unhinged. But they kept falling out. So I just took them out. And I'm going to do something different. I might do posts, or I might just have black ones in. But yeah, there's certain parts of this character's design that have changed because it's like, it was too similar to myself. But let's redesign this one. Final inside of this one is 2 folders for the lines and the colors. Come on. Lines, colors, the base, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, just 3 looks like. It might actually just be 2 because the bag one only has 2. And shoot 30 and 70. Paper color back on. Awesome. Let me check that out. Oh, that's so cute. Thank you very much. I'm gonna save that. Thank you very much, Sandra. That was very cute. I like the little flower. I always enjoy getting fan art and seeing other people's styles too. It's inspiring. Actually, it is. Have it set at 70. I look forward to seeing it. Apparently so does the cat. Yeah? You think so? If you want more food, I can't give you more food. You getting chonkers. I'm sorry, I have to be honest. Yeah? Is your primordial patch hanging low? You're not fat? Your primordial patch is just hanging low? Or pouch? Oh my gosh. That was the other thing that I got at the convention. These cute little cat stickers that literally look just like her. And one of them says, "I'm not fat. My primordial pouch is just hanging low." And another one where the cat's licking her butt, and she's all like, "Do you mind?" Just like staring. Meow. Meow. Yeah, you sleepy. You a sleepy cat. Or are you bored? I'm doing things, man. I got her a game cat color. So it's a catnip toy, but it looks exactly like a teal Game Boy color, which I have one of them. So I was like, this is so fitting. I have to get it. But so she was very excited about that when we came back, and what are you gonna explore the corner of my studio that you can't open the closet door on? Oh, she is so silly, guys. Yeah. There's no place for you to go right there. That's a dead end. Oh, she's so silly. As long as she's not knocking things over. But I've kind of, in a way, cat-proofed it. I'm still just watching her. Guys are done for today. Can I lurk? All right. I'm always down for lurking. It's very peaceful. What are you? Okay, hold on a second, guys. She's gotten herself into a predicament. Ma'am. Yeah. You going exploring? Okay. Oh, there she goes. She's off exploring. As the cats do. Tell you what, I love me some horchata. Okay. Let's get to doing this one. I think I'll start. See, she's got some sort of a shirt here, right? Yeah. Not sure why it's such a desaturated brown color. Oh, I need that stabilizer on more. Oh, you've come back? How was your trip? Well, evidently she needs to groom her paw. Yeah, I don't think I'll have her ear showing because it looks a little odd from far away. Oh, there we go. That's the shape. Then again, okay, I'm just gonna copy and paste that on over. Welcome on in. Gonna throw in some eyebrows here because it's a pretty important part of the emote is to get these very distinct eyebrows in. Copying and pasting that one. Oh, I was like, what? What's going on here? Put in the shirt, even though we don't see too much of it. It to full blown on Rumble. I was reading, I was all like, I don't know how to say that. Like, good to see you again. Pseudo into. Jaw, so I made something and send it in Discord. Oh, right. Sounds good. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Can I eat your heart? I completely understand that feeling though. I wonder if I have it. Hold on a second. I swear if this is in my little backpack, I'm gonna like lose it. What, ma'am? Yeah, I gotta look in here. Hold on. Oh no, where is that? I don't have it in my bag, but I don't even know where it is. I need to find it. This last convention that we worked, there was old merchandise that they didn't have the licensing to sell anymore, and so they were just giving away random, not random, but like it was acrylic stands of the mascots for this convention that we worked at. And I felt that I was like looking and like staring at the artwork. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so pretty looking. Can I just like consume? Can I just consume this? So, but yeah, this is one of the badges. They had like a bunch of extra Sunday ones, so I got an extra Sunday one. So, but I'm just like the hair's not right. It's gonna bug me until the day I die. But yeah, I'll like, but other than that, like, I love the artwork. Every time that they have it, I'm just like, let me just consume, let me eat this. So, but yeah, I mean, that's how I feel about all of my Miku charms. But I got these because I worked the artist alley, and I guess that the artists have a bunch of like overhaul or overstock stuff, and the people that work in that department, they get like first dibs on their overstock. So I was surprised by that. I did not know that was a thing. And so I saw a bunch of the Miku charms and I was like, okay, I'm good. So, but yeah, it was the same thing. I'm like staring at this art. I'm like, yeah. Oh, please do. Please do. I'm always down for seeing people's fan art of Miku and Gumi. My husband's the one that helped work on her English voice bank, so it's kind of like, you know, yeah, keeping her voice bank alive and keeping the community alive too. So. Oh, cute. You know, I think some of the best little doodles and thumbnails are done on sticky notes. I have a bunch of receipt paper at my workplace, and I'll be like, it's completely dead. Cause it's really like that feeling of like not having like any pressure to make it into a grand thing, you know. It's a sticky note paper, it's, you know, receipt paper, it's, the mind is free. Turn this down to 30. And back to 70. Making this part of her side bangs a little longer. I don't have to show the ear as much. Yeah, her arse is got a better life. Well, I mean, good on her if she's gonna better her life. As long as she actually does it. Oh my gosh, is this from the magical cure, magical potion, that song? She's gonna Miku beam. Oh my goodness. I absolutely love what people are doing with her in Godzilla, where there's like the big old Godzilla beam. Oh my goodness. I love that song. I heard an English translation of it. Oh my gosh, it's such a cute song. I love that. That's great. And then people are doing like Teto versions. I'm like, oh my goodness. How far are we gonna go? I absolutely love how far the vocal synth software has come. And that they're coming out with like new stuff constantly. It's just, it feeds my creativity and my inspiration so much. Oh, thank you very much. I'm glad that you found me and Wolf's chats. Yes, there are a lot of interesting people out there that choose to put themselves out there. So, and the things that they say sometimes, I'm like this is forever, you know. Well, thank you very much, Sundrop. Let's see, Streamlabs doesn't always update it, so I don't know if I'm still at 592 or not. let's check. Let's very awkwardly check. Ooh, 595. I need 5 more. It's all good. Eventually I'll get there. But yes, when I get to 600, I do a big old landscape piece. Let me actually show you guys. It appears on the little TV on the left hand side there, but for better viewing purposes, finished illustrations. Let's see, the last one I did at 400. Where is that one? Oh, here it is. So this is a very low resolution image of it. Whoopsies. Here it is. Here it is. So this is the one I did for 400. Hence why I have the 400 on the hammock. I have a little Wolf and Euphie thing there. That was recommended by Sun Honey. I can't remember the name of the person that had recommended doing butterflies and a dragonfly, but their wife really enjoys butterflies and dragonflies. Yeah, so I only had a couple of suggestions, I think, for that one. But for this next one, I'm thinking it's going to be more outer space themed, because I have not drawn Vivian in space yet. Or Roscoe. So Roscoe's her little cat here, which is funny because now I have a black cat in my studio here in real life. So, coincidence? I think not. But yeah, so eventually I'll get to that one. And then we will have another milestone illustration. Thank you very much. Okay, let's see how far I can get with this emote. It always amazes me how quickly time passes by. I wish that I wish I had I mean I could start the stream earlier. At the time that my header says that I start at 7. But one of these days I'm gonna do a 24-hour stream. That's gonna be a freaking doozy of a day. That's gonna be the day that I'm just like totally like locked in, as the kids say, to whatever artwork I'm doing. So now like the days that I need to like start my webcomic or something, right? Like yes, I'm still working on that dang thing, on the webcomic. There was, oh my gosh, Wolf and I watched a video on this comic that a person had made called, what was it called? Like Blue Dog? Something. It was an anthropomorphic dog that was blue, and it became controversial. And come to find out that there was no outline for this comic at all. There was no plan. It was just written on the fly, and it just drove me nuts. I'm like, how do you not have like a basic outline for your comic? How long until you think you're gonna finish? I mean, I gotta be close to done at midnight, as close as I can to gonna get done at midnight, because that is my cutoff point. Sometimes I go a little bit later, but it's only if I'm like I need to get this done. It depends on how stubborn I am creatively. See, I just need these colors here. This one and this one. Thankfully with emotes, they don't take too long, but I do get distracted. So it's a nice little balancing act I've got here of ranting and raving about something and speaking with my hands. And you know, knuckling down and explaining what it is I'm doing on the canvas. But that's, you know, part of the reason why I have a little sound effect every time, well, almost every time a new chat comes in, because then I can, you know, look up and be like, oh, there's more chats. Time is it for you? It is currently 11:34. I've got a little, let's see if I can do this right. I've got a little clock right there. Because I know that the time zones exist. So it's easy to translate. Okay, grab that one, grab this one, hide that again. Okay. This is what they call a speed paint. Cause dang if I ain't speeding. But I also don't want to do too much erasing. I'm just like Color in the lines. Color in the lines. It's one of the things that my mom told me, that if she could redo parenting me, that she would not have, you know, made me color in the lines so much. But honestly, I kind of see it as a blessing, because, you know, I'm able to do these like relatively quickly, you know, given that I have, you know, kind of a roadmap to go off of. But I don't know, there's a give and take. We all have our strengths and weaknesses, and to recognize what those are and then lean into the strengths, and, you know, not be afraid to ask for help with the weaknesses. I'm still working on that second half of it. Let's fade it out there. Okay, let's throw in her eyebrows. Eyebrows are gonna be this color. Yeah, 30 or so minutes. Oh my goodness, Suntrap. Well, if you've got to go to sleep at any point and rest, totally understandable. Does Into sleep at all? Oh, thank you, Donut Cow. I appreciate that very much. See, did I have artwork where her mouth is open? Yes, I do. Thank goodness. I'm just like, I don't want to have to color pick. Okay, I'll grab the actual color from that. I think I can. I think for this one I will put in the little crescent moon markings, because there's enough room for it. And they don't take too much time, thankfully. Yeah, okay. I achieved that simply by using the transparent color. So it's like, all I gotta do is press one button. Move this on over here. Might be a little busy. Actually, let's not. I changed my mind. I will do that. Because it looks a little too busy on the smaller version that I have right here. I'm always looking at the smaller version. Oh, nothing to do tomorrow. Awesome. You know, it's such a nice, like, freeing feeling to not have anything, not have anything to do. Like, it's just really, it's freeing. It's relaxing. Oh, right, Into. Well, I mean, as long as you're taking care of yourself and you're not, you know, going too crazy, because there was a time there, like, I was experiencing, like, insomnia for a week, and I was crabby. I was crabby. So, okay, let's Let's get the colors for the lines. Maybe this one. Let's do this one up here. And then we'll do a little bit of airbrushing on the insides. Kind of soften it up a bit. I'm gonna make her X eyes bigger. I feel like they could be bigger. Kind of brought in a little bit more. And then grab both of these, bring down. Oh, Roblox, nice. Changes, a little effort. Yep. I'm trying to make it like kind of like streamlined, so to just, you know, be able to eyedropper tool some of these colors. It's like saving me some time and effort. Well, thank you very much, Donut Cow. I do appreciate that. We're on the road to 600, and yeah, thankfully I'll pass out right after. Hopefully right after this. It's like a nice little nightcap. It was night, must be I'm still back to normal, but functioning good. Okay, at least you're functioning, so. Either he's talking about, I guess. Okay, yeah, you just gotta sort it all out. Eventually the circadian rhythm kind of like, you know, clocks itself out. It's like, okay, that's it. I've had enough. We're getting reset. So at least that's what happened to me when I was like, you know, like I said, like totally insomniac. It's right here. I need to extend just a little bit. 70. I'm just gonna connect these two. There we go. Now these here. Then I'll use an airbrusher tool and blur these together. Okay, yeah, I'm probably gonna end up finishing this one. Welcome in. Well, I think you're actually the first person to try out the points system, which I didn't even realize was still working. I need to update that. Vibe plants. That's from like my Twitch days. Huge that month, no sleep, and highest gears of opened up again. It's funny, I actually found out what the green was doing for me. Oh, interesting. You know, and I've heard that before. That the other thing I've heard is that people when they take like a tolerance break from it, they have the strangest dreams. And then when they start it up again, they don't have any dreams. So I wonder if it does affect like our sleep patterns, circadian rhythm and stuff. I wonder if there's like studies done on that at all, you know, or like some sort of like experiment. So, oh, you too as well. Interesting. Yeah, our minds, our bodies are so interesting with how they interact with different substances and chemicals. Oh, okay. You think that we're always dreaming, but there's like some that we don't remember, or because there had been a time where like I hadn't had at least a memorable dream for months. So very vivid. Yeah, they are very vivid dreams. I need to clean up this one little line right here. It just freaks me out. There's like still things about our brains that we don't understand. You know, like we can do all of these studies and tests and experiments, and like there's still going to be things that totally perplex us about its complexity. Adding some lower shadows here, and then I'll end up deleting right here. I don't remember most dreams about radios that were not well formed, how our body and minds work. Yeah, and I feel like there's like certain knowledges have been lost. Certain knowledge has been lost to us, on how our minds and bodies work. Sometimes people they don't even know what to look up, even, you know, like sometimes I'll have like this random pain on what feels like the outside of my ribcage, and I'll go and I'll look it up, and you know, WebMD will be like, you have cancer, and I'm like, I don't think that's what that is. I just want to know what this random pain on the outside of my ribcage is, you know. So like I don't think that's the case. Internet. Oh my goodness, maybe I spoke too soon about me finishing this one. You know, I might just lock in and finish it and be like, I'm just gonna do it. That might be. I'll be stubborn. There were other people in it, but I woke up and went back to the same dream. Oh, that's so cool. I just, you know, all the lucid dreaming always freaks me out. It's like, can you guys control your dreams? Like, that is so cool. Oh, nice. Nice sun drop. It is definitely a mood. Yeah, I think that's why, like, having those breaks, or like not indulging at all, is like, it definitely gives a different perspective to just like life and experiencing it. I don't know. My brain's also kind of like mushing out. It's that late night art brain, if that makes any sense. realized that I disappeared when I woke up and reappeared. Oh my goodness, that's gotta be like really trippy. You're like, where did you go? You're like, what? You knew that I disappeared? That I woke up? What? This character had freckles before. There's just way too many colors going on there at first. I need this rounded out just a little bit more. Sorry if I'm not talking too much right now. I see the clock and I'm just like, hurry, hurry, Euphie, hurry. Part of this also functions as like a nice like timekeeper, like how much time I'm able to spend and use, and like how much art I'm able to make in like 3.5 hours. And sometimes I've been like, okay, but can I do this each time? So it's like an exercise. Like I said in the beginning, I have many hats that I wear. I can see that into you. It's a good way of getting into that thought. Yes, it's getting late. I do have a Pinterest account. I do. I use it for like character designs and outfits and stuff. Other parts of this that I am missing? I don't think so. Okay, finishing touches on this one. I need to make a copy of this, flatten it, then select all of it, the auto select. Select the inverse, yeah. I'm gonna color all of this a flat black color because this operates as my outline. So I put that on. Let's do outline selection. Put it outside at 100. Get rid of that. And the paper color. And now we've got ourselves a new dead emote. It starts out looking like that one, and it turns into that. In my opinion, I think it looks better. Hello, Troy. Welcome on in. Good to see you again. Today I revamped the W emote, which I need to turn the effects back on. That went from that one to this. And then I also did from this one to this one. So just brightening up the colors a lot, making them more saturated, making things bigger, bolder, more emoty. Too bad followed by a green usually is a good word, always fits better. Yeah, there is definitely like people that transcend to that other I don't know what seems to be like a higher, intelligence of it, but I think it's like being more open to different people's experiences, and finding the commonalities in that, to have a better understanding of life. I'm not at that point, but like I said earlier, we're all on a journey. So to think that we've got it all figured out is kind of silly to me. So okay, let me get this one prepared for Discord. I'm gonna drop this resolution down to 108 pixels as opposed to 4,500. I agree, and too. I think having those breaks, those moments to kind of like reset one's perspective, or just resetting the mind, right? Like everything in moderation, right? I think that's a good motto to live by. Let's see, judge new Then I'm gonna have to back it up, make it big again. Whee! This emote's so silly. And then we'll save this one as the full rendered image, and saving it as its layered format, as its as the re-renders. Emotes re-renders. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna upload these really quick. I can remember how to do that. Server settings, emoji. Oh, here we go. Oh my gosh, I forgot I made these ones for Wolf. Okay. I don't have the dead one in here, it looks like. Well, it's going to be uploaded here soon. Emote, VV, W. Oh, that W one is so bright looking, my goodness. I'm very happy with that one. And the dead one. Dead. Okay. We redid 2 emotes tonight. I agree, Josiah. I agree. Alrighty, guys. This is going to be the end of my show for tonight. Thank you guys so much for coming back. I know I was gone for a little bit of time. I'll be back next weekend for the usual 3-day weekend of artworks. So I hope you guys will come back for that on Friday. I might try to start it earlier at 7:30 because again, like, these always go by so quickly for me. 3.5 hours I feel is like, I don't know. I want to do more. So, but yeah. So I did miss all of you guys being away for like 2 or so weeks, and then being gone the not the week prior to that, one before it when I was at my parents' place. But yeah, I'm trying to have a more consistent schedule of, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So, but yeah, so this is gonna be the end of my show. Let me plug my usual things. If you want to see more of my artwork in a bigger scale rather than just the TV screen that's on the left there, I have a DeviantArt account. You guys can check out my gallery. It's somewhat organized. I have a Twitter account, or an X account, if you guys want to follow me on there. That's where I do announcements of when I'm going live, when I've ended my live stream, work in progress pictures. I'll be I'm a little hesitant to upload these because, like, on their own without a watermark on them, because people will tend to like take them or trace over them and stuff. But usually I do put like work in progress pictures up on my X account. I have a link tree, a bunch of different links in there to check out if you feel inclined to do so. And eventually I'll be opening up my my commissions, and I believe that's the command for the commission website. But yeah, so this is gonna be me signing out for tonight. I hope that you guys had a good time. And I'll see you guys again on Friday. Until then, stay vibing, everybody. Bye-bye.